welcome to M4. And we started today with an amazing match between Blacklist going up against Incendio. So if we keep this up, it's going to be pretty high because going up, both teams, they're very different in a way, right? Because one really likes to take it as fast as they can, and the other one, they're very patient.
As long as they can.
As long as they can. They really want to savor the game because Mobile Legends Bang Bang is an amazing game. If you can play for 1 hour, don't. Try to keep it around half an hour. That's great.
That's the sweet spot.
That's the maximum sweet spot.
Exactly.
That's the maximum sweet spot. Right?
Personally, Miracle LFL, I cannot wait to jump into.
Be a little bit patient then.
But before we start our second match, we would like to thank our sponsors. M4 is powered by Moonson and presented to you by TikTok, the official content partner, supported by Secret Lab, the official gaming chair and esports charts, and analytical partner Gank, our official merchandise partner, MeWatch, our media partner, and last but not least, Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia.
Once again, thank you for all of your support for Mobile Legends Bang Bang for the M4 World Championships. But let's take a quick recap, because if you guys missed Game 1, we got today's schedule right here on the screen to provide everything you missed, and even more to come later on. Let's take a look at it right now.
Yeah, and talking about today's games, right, I want to look at the drafts because, again, today, the very, very first game of the day, we already saw a qualifier in the jungle. I want to see a lot of returning heroes that we haven't seen in a while, right? I want to see, like the Harif, the Zaz. I'm not too sure about the Zaz, but the Harif might come in.
The Harris?
Do you want the Harif to come in?
Of course. Of course I do, right?
Thank
I
you
want
very much.
all the heroes to come in right now.
I like it when you guys agree with me, because at least I don't feel alone.
Well, you know,
We'll always
sometimes
agree with you.
We'll always agree. You're never going to be alone, buddy.
But when I predict a team, you guys pick something else.
Oh, that you're alone. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, he is alone sometimes, but it's fine. Most of the times you're not, right? Like on the desk right now for the second game of the day. But, Gani, what are you expecting from this match?
In Malvinas Gaming, of course. But before that, let's talk about the group standings for Group A. Blacklist with that dub earlier, they will take the top spot. Meanwhile, Incendio Supremacy will have to be satisfied with fourth spot for now.
Yeah, because learning how to win is important, but learning how to accept a loss is more important. That is how you grow as a person.
Right.
If you only win and you never understand how to accept defeat, you will never grow. You will just stay there. That's not a good place to stay.
No, you can never stagnate, right? You always want to learn. The game W-L. W stands for win. L doesn't stand for lose. It stands for learn. All right? But you can, if you really like LaFell, by the way, hey.
I really like you too.
Hey, he likes everyone. We like everyone. Hey, fist bump, bro.
Fist bump.
But, again, MVG and MDH. Let's talk about the M4 passed up, because they're going to have to pass each other up as well. You guys can log in. It's already available all the way from December 20th. The exclusive rewards like the Beatrix Light Chaser skin, the Beatrix Stellar Brilliant skin, which I'm going for, and the beautiful M4 Beatrix figurine, emote, sacred statue, spawn effect, recall effect, everything. Everything's here for you guys.
We keep on giving.
We keep on giving, and all you need to do is log in to claim those rewards and play the game to get more done, right? Oh, LaFell, can you ask for more?
I always ask for more.
Okay.
Everyone else. Always ask for more. Never be satisfied.
Never.
Follow your
Always
dreams.
hungry.
Follow
Always
your
hungry.
dreams.
Always hungry.
Never
Eat
satisfied.
enough. Not too much, not too less.
I agree. That's a solid, life
I want to
advice.
Like, we want to give gifts. We want to give advice. We want to give you guys great games because we love you guys. Without you guys at home supporting the M4 World Championship,
And
bad
honestly,
things could happen.
okay, bad things can happen, but good things can happen even more. With the M4 support chest, you guys will also be able to actually open it to get loads of M4 Pass XP and stand a chance to receive a mysterious gift. Ooh, we're hitting a little bit of mystery here. On a day of the M4 finals happening on the 15th of January, expect to get an avatar border for free.
Man.
Free! For
More
free!
free.
It's free, man!
It's a giveaway.
It's a giveaway. And in the M4 Battle Night event, you can unlock a skin chest by completing tasks, and you guys gotta pick a skin of your choice within the chest, man. Just use the hashtag Mobile Legends Bang Bang, hashtag MLBBM4, and hashtag Dare to be Great.
You can't choose?
You can choose.
I never usually get to choose. If I choose, I have to give up money. This is like this is great.
That is great.
Don't laugh at me.
That's a great deal.
It is a great deal.
You have to
You're a
log in.
great deal.
I am. Thank you so much, LaFell. I appreciate that. But there you go. There is also another campaign here.
Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Again, M4 Pass is available now. Complete all active tasks, and you will reach level 75 at ease. Again, for free. Log in now. Exclusive rewards like Beatrix, Light Chaser, Stellar Brilliance, and M4 Beatrix figurine are waiting for you. Hashtags Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Or Malvinas Gaming.
The team from Carrera, they were the runners-up. I mean, S11 Gaming took the throne, but let's see them walking to the stage.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Peruvian Warriors, Malvinas Gaming.
They can't wait to jump into that secret lab, and let's take a look at the face of the members. They're feeling confident here, LaFell.
Yeah, they're looking very confident. I kind of feel like this is one of those times where you kind of do want to show a poker face because you don't want to show too much emotion. This is game day. This is the death stares that they want to give to their opponents and be like, you scared, bro? I want you to be scared. And speaking of which, I'm not scared to introduce MDH Esports. Need my help? Yes, I do. Do you want the king? There's the king. As well as Joga and Gunnar.
Gennard, he is a total veteran here. Been a long time, especially if we're talking about the Vietnam flag. Let's take a look at them walking to the stage.
Qualifying from the Mekong qualifiers, all the way from Vietnam. Welcome, MDH Esports.
Goodness me, if MVG was ready, it seems like MDH Esports, they are looking very, very focused.
They look coordinated because even on stage, we can see some shot calling. It's like, don't stand there, stand here.
Okay,
We need to be perfect in front of the frame. Having this kind of awareness of what's happening in front of you, this shows what's going to happen in game because MDH, they are a late game kind of team, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, they need to be able to have tolls, speed bumps, anything to slow down the enemy team, making sure that they can play while they just scale up.
Shows leadership, shows chemistry as well. And now let's talk about the teams. I feel like Malvinas here, again, they like to go on the early game. Perhaps they are looking for that snowball presence, those snowball dominance. But the question is, can MDH hold that early aggression?
We mentioned the styles from both of the teams, right? Obviously, MDH, you said it, likes to prolong the game. The longer the game goes, the more it favors MDH. Meanwhile, for Malvinas, they like to actually look for that snowball. Again, the gold laner, notorious for actually roaming towards the turtle side even early on, sacrificing sometimes his own turret, but to be able to get a few more objectives on the board. I do want to talk a little bit about outside of the game, though, because for both Malvinas and MDH, there's also been a difference in the way that they've been, facing off in M4, just enjoying their time. For MDH, they've been really just heavily scrimming. I rarely see them even in the hotel.
Wow.
For Malvinas, sure, they scrim, they practice, but they enjoy themselves and their time here together as a team.
They're trying to get the work-life balance in check because if you're to focus on one thing and sacrificing everything else, it might not help you out. Yeah, the balance might cause you to strain within the game. So I like the approach because in MDH, I kind of feel like they didn't have a choice because after their own qualifiers, it has not looked good for them in other tournaments.
Well, we're going to take a look at the audience prediction here for both MVG and MDH. And most regions have opted to go for MVG.
Except for Vietnam, of course.
Of course.
But then again, a minutes to the draft here, I expect same. MDH, they like the long game. Perhaps they might pick up the Sicilian hero marksman that is also going. Bruno, maybe? Leslie? We'll have to see. But on the other side, a total different approach. Malvinas, they might pick up an assassin early. Perhaps a hero that is already giving damage. Brody.
Well, yeah, exactly. Speaking of that goal laner who's very active around the map, wants to rotate, wants to get stuff done, especially in the team fights, you can expect Malvinas to draft these early game-centric heroes in the gold lane. Now, we've been mentioning the Heron, the skirmishing heroes, even sometimes those fighters back in the gold lane, like the Ruby, Cho. Maybe Malvinas might be able to pull that off here.
here's the thing, right? I feel like it's easier for you to draft against a team that wants to go to the late game against going up against a team that really wants to go to the early game. Because if you're really focusing on the early game, you could just commit like 3 heroes to really secure you that early game stage, and just have at least one hero that skills up really well.
Yeah.
So even if you go like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it's not like you're completely out of options. In comparison to the late game from MDH, I'm really looking at their mid duo, their rover, as well as their mid laner. What heroes can they use to slow down their rotation? Because if we're talking about early games, it's about their rotations. How fast do you get from your laning phase towards the turtle, towards getting pickoffs from the opponents?
I mean, you're right. They need to control their pacing. They need to control their tempo. The late game is somehow harder to have that composure. But let's talk about the drafts here as we are now entering match number 2 for today.
The crowd's ready. You can already hear it there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Bali United Studio. Let's give them a round of applause for the drafts right now as they get onto it. Blue side, Malvinas. MDH on the red with the Kaja and the Fanny both banned out. Again, it's pretty similar to game 1.
I kind of feel like this is just because it is a best of 1. You're not entirely sure what the opponent wants to prioritize, so just go for this very, very safe bans, Fannies, the Kajas, the 1-1. And 1-1 is one of those heroes that Mirko has trained so much on.
Yes.
And you have been rewarded because this 1-1, this marksman, it looks like nerfs are there, but they're like, so what, you know? I'm 1-1. I keep on 1-1ing, like winning, but like 1-1ing, you know?
You tried. I respect the effort.
The effort is more important than the result, okay?
I agree. Sometimes, right? But
I mean,
obviously, the 1-1. She takes those nerfs, and it's a suggestion to
Like
her.
a boss.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. Oh,
The boss move, you know?
it's a boss move. 1-1 has been a boss for so long, and I agree. I put the right amount of time to the right hero, but you can see 2 games, 2 1-1 bans, despite the nerf that I even thought was going to be pretty massive, pretty big, right? No more stun for that first ability when it comes back. But you can see 2 games, 2 1-1 bans.
Sure, for the mid lane.
No, here's the thing, man. Like a straight up counter.
Yeah.
Like glue, you want to split up? Sure, man, split up. Paramis is gonna use the Ghost Buster and exercise the glue because the glue is dangerous because you keep on. It's like trying to kill someone with a spoon. It's annoying, and eventually you will die, right? You just hit him a bit, hit him a bit, hit him a bit, and I kind of feel like a lot of people are still like underestimating the damage of the glue. Just like you said, like you just keep on coming to his first kill, which is not the best thing that you want to do, right? But because they have the Paramis in the early stage of the game during the laning phase, it's not going to be a great time. But when it comes to the team fight, the Paramis will be smiling big.
Smiling big up until he sees the picks coming in from Malvinas, because the Lolita really does stop that momentum that the Faramis has. When you're clumped up like that, especially now with the ultimate being changed a bit, where you need to be inside of the radius of that cult altar, the Lolita is an even bigger counter towards it. Especially when you add on the Yeet with the real world inflation now, and just the utility that she has without the ice cream block. That's the revamp, or that's the adjustment that they made towards Yeet. Still though, you can already see from the side of MDH, they know that they can't just go for this super crazy stick clumped up team fight. They go for a link just to provide a little bit more of that side lane presence, maybe a split push threat.
A solid pick as well. I mean, a good target for that lane is that Eve, which is viable, and perhaps the marksman for that second phase. But now you can see from side of MDH, they are trying to limit the option for Joel Grew. Beatrix has been banned out. Perhaps they might commit to another marksman for their last ban.
For now, I just want to have a brief talk about the first 3 picks for both teams. For MVH, they have a lot of single target ways to pick people off, because the Joe very notorious with the Weight of Dragon, and the Link as an assassin can solo someone out. And yes, the Ghostbusters can attack a lot of people, but using the Shadow Stampede just pulls someone out. So right now, in terms of how things are setting up, MDH, they have a clear way if they want to go for a pick-off composition, but I kind of feel like they need a way to be able to run away from a fight or get some AoE damage, because looking at Malvinas Gaming MVG, they already have a lot of AoE. They got the glue that you know, the first kill can hit multiple people, but he will single someone out with the split. But more importantly, the Lolita, whenever people are clumped up, which you want to do when you have a Paramis, is going to get punished. Same thing with the Eve. So right now, we're talking about clashing of styles. Single target pickoffs going up against AoE damage and control.
Very, very interesting indeed. But yeah, as predicted, MDH Esports will pick up a hero that might be an insurance for the late game, and that is going to be the Claude. Will enter the gold lane now. The question is MVG, what are they going to answer with here? A good hero, a good option here for them is looking at the Martin Vans. Not a lot of options, but Fredrin will be picked up for. Oh my god, Fredrin Jungler, of course. Joker will pick up the carry.
Wow, the carry up against this composition, that's
Very brave.
yeah, it's
Very brave.
it's a very brave option to go for. But now with the Lapu Lapu, you can kind of understand, right? You can look at the carry and you can actually melt down some of the frontliners here coming in from MDH.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Looking at the composition, again, I just want to say, MDH, they can single target, they can choose their targets. I think that is a big advantage for them. So it is going to be a test of skill. If they are able to find the correct targets, then they're in a good position to win themselves the fight. When we compare to the side of Malvinas Gaming, you don't have to be too harsh on who you're targeting. As long as you can clump them together, it's going to be looking good for Malvinas Gaming. But looking at the draft, I know a little bit towards MDH because I like this pick-off first style.
Gotta see though, right? Lapel America, I mean, the 10 heroes that is going to enter the Land of Dawn has been set. You like MDH better? I gotta agree. So let's just jump into the Land of Dawn.
Let's dive in to the Land of Dawn once again for game number 2. Match number 2 of the day as well. A best of 1. Volatile. Both teams will try to top their groups with this one. High stakes. As again, we get into the mid lane. And so far in this tournament, we've seen kind of a mix, right? Just based on game 1. Obviously still very low data, but mid control doesn't always equal the win early on now.
Yeah, right now, Gunnar is establishing dominance in the jungle, forcing Fran to use the retribution early and looking more into this composition. Dragon, he's going to be way tankier, especially with the Vengeance. So looking at this, MDH, they really have to focus on what they're going to do in the mid stage of the game compared to Malvinas Gaming. Because I kind of feel like Malvinas Gaming, even though like they're early game centric, it's pretty good if they just want to stall it out as well.
Yeah, I mean, they have to wait level 4, right? Real world inflation, new neon blast. They need level 4 to really impact the Land of Dawn. And of course, MDH, they do need time in a sense. I mean, Jogua on that link should be more proactive, but take a look here already. Aggressive maneuver on towards Steve. Will this be the first blood? And need my help. Will not pop that flicker just yet. No first blood in the first minute.
Yeah, you know, both teams, again, just respecting each other. Not even a flicker or just a battle spell burnt out there. You can see both teams, they're just trying to play it slow. But in the XP lane, Dragon here already doing so much early on the glue. Joga is to be forced to back off. Even though they kind of traded, right? The Lapu, the king, was able to clear it out, getting a bit more pressure to set up for the turtle. So that's the question we have to start asking now. Who's going to start it out, and where is the countermeasure from the enemy team?
For me, I would kind of say MDH should really try to force this out because Gunnar as the Joe doesn't really need the level 4 to have a lot of crowd control. So I kind of feel like if they can push the pressure a little bit earlier, it would be benefiting them. MVG, if they can fight it out, then that's the way as well.
Yeah, good rotations already from the side of both Malvinas Gaming and MDH, but it is going to be Malvinas who starts the turtle up. The king already popping in that Bravest Spider. No ultimate for the Spanish. Nart tries to open up the map. Will be stunned up by Stephis. Nart looks for a play. Jumps in with the way to Dragon. Bring Harley back. And that's going to be Numenal Blast as well. That was the way it popped in the back, but it's going to be the Numenal Blast connecting on the 3 members. It's still Joga who finds the retribution. Goes on the Steffe. It's a 2-for-1. Joga now still in the midst of it all. Dragon dealing so much with the split. Nart knocking him up. Getting out with the shot through as the king jumps in. Prince Fran is low. Joga's low too. They're just going at it. And it is going to be MDH who wins it in the end. A slam in the end as well to smack Joga in the face to get a trade back.
A good setup from Nart initially targeted the Eve, gets it, and he gets taken down early, which means MDH can force a little bit more fight. But MVG managed to find some compensation, taking down a member, and let's see. It's a reset for both, but MDH is still in the lead.
Yeah, like I like that both teams are playing towards their own advantages, right? Because MDH tried to secure the mid laner first, picking it off first is very good. But we definitely see the power when it comes to MVG just by having this glue. Like,
Yes.
oh my god, like even the lane's like, please don't run away. I haven't been meta for so long. Let's fight.
Dude, you can see the glue practically just carried that team
Oh,
fight,
yeah.
right? He was 1v3 and he didn't even have the vengeance for the fight. So
Oh my
imagine with the vengeance how much of a threat the glue is. What do you do against this man?
This is not your jungle, this is my jungle.
God, this
My name is
guy.
Dragon. I'm the jungle for this one.
Yeah, you can see 4 members have to come over towards the purple side as now Narp jumps in, dishing out some damage, bringing it back
Wow.
into the split, and he saves the vengeance. It's all good, man.
Wow. If 4 people were there, ready to initiate, and even he's like,
In a
I'm-
fairness.
yeah, it's like, I'm gonna split.
This glue, man, in this update is again a very prio hero. Let's see though, MVG, can they extract this hero? Because actually, MDH, their rotations aren't bad, right?
No.
Let's see, second turtle, who will get it?
We'll see, right? It is towards the bottom side, and as you can see right now, both teams are still trying to play around that mid control. But we're going to take a look at Joga right now, as he's actually able to dodge away from Prince Francis' taunt. Nard making a mistake there, going to be dodged away from. Need my help. Are you with a Shadow Stampede? Both teams looking for it as Prince Fran and Joga wants to go for 50-50. Nard, an amazing actually kick
my
there.
God.
It's going to be Joga who gets caught out. The turtle was actually taken away by Prince Fran as the king jumps in, dealing out some damage. Going to be able to use the Blazing West clear out the mid lane. Dragon still surviving with the vengeance, still coming in with the split, and he survives the team fight. In the end, he falls to need my help, but it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Malvinas.
MVG with the equalize here. Take a look at the gold chip already in minute number 5. MVG Joel Crew almost picking up the kill earlier, but man, oh man, what a rotation. This guy rotates from top side to help the turtle. LaFell.
I gotta say, man, I kind of feel like we just gotta focus on the EXP laners, man, because
Yeah.
the King as well as
You're right.
Dragon, they're asserting dominance, and MDH, this does show Need My Help on his Faramis is a very good counter towards the glue, because he had a lot of HP, but now, is trying to run away.
Oh man, not having the sprint, jumps back to the battle mirror image just for Joel Crew to pick up that kill. And now it's really shaping up to be the game that we expected, with Malvinas controlling the early game.
Take a look at the items as well here. Eve, chance elements are quite early, but another thing that pops in the screen is the items for that carry. LaFell.
Yeah, honestly, I like that every single team has adjusted instead of focusing entirely on getting one core item. They're just kind of like splitting up, making sure that they get some passes from the item, like the Fury Hammer, as well as the Steel Link Blaze, just to have extra stats on your hero so that you can actually do a lot in the early stages of the game and mitigate any kind of engagement that the enemy tries to fight.
Yeah. And right now, Nart again going in for that aggressive play. 2 times now he's been caught with that play. He wants to set it up. He wants to be the one to actually look for these proactive movements, but with the amount of mobility from Malvinas and with the stun as well provided by Steffe, he's not going to be able to do that at will. And now Malvinas, knowing that there's no roamer for MDH, they're completely controlling that top side, and they're taking the turtle right now, uncontested for free.
What I love about Malvinas Gaming here is their execution is just so in sync, and they do not forget about neutral objectives like turrets and, of course, this turtle. They managed to find the third turtle. Let's see, MDH, they need some compensation here.
Yeah, what he's building.
No, honestly, like I'm looking at this game and I'm seeing what are they waiting for, because Malvinas Gaming, look at this, the damage is so strong, and it looks like they're gonna engage onto the jungler.
Joga's gonna be caught there, but then went on blast, and the real world manipulation basically zones everyone away from trying to follow that play up. MDH losing Joga on a link now that's behind of that Fredrin. The King using Raven's Fighter just to clear out the waves. It's going to be punished here by a diamond. It's going to be the King who gets picked off, who jumps in looking for some more sustain. He gets out. Steffe looking for a stun, jumps in, flickers as well under the tower just to smack him up. Harley surviving with one, but he won.
My My goodness, MVG, they are stepping on the gas here. The King needs to fall in the bot side, but take a look at this. MVG, they are looking to grab more space here, taking the tier 1 bot side, and seems like they will not get it. Still, MDH manages to defend that turret.
Right now, MVG, they're just solidifying every single lane for themselves because MDH, it looks like they're kind of getting picked off one by one because Gunnar tries to get information, but because the carry is there, you're going to get popped so fast. And I kind of feel like this is creating such a big problem for the side of MDH because the glue is more tankier than the roamer, and when it comes to Joel Crew on this carry, he really doesn't care who's in front of him. So right now, MVG, they're getting their win condition. The King goes in, but he didn't catch anyone.
Nar going to be able to find a way to drag it onto Stefan. That's just the roamers. That's going to be the backline targeted by Prince Fan.
Oh, there
Now,
you go.
real roam ablation on top of the Faramis ult, as that's going to be the blazing duet popped in as well. Harley caught low. Joel Crew still free hitting with a full HP bar. He's still actually going to be able to push MDH back, but it's MDH who finds the pick.
Man, I can see why Carry has been such a pariah today. Remember, in the first game, Carry was also picked up by Black, but now team fight is brewing up here, Mirko.
No, it's not a team fight when there's Dragon, right? It's just, hey, he walks.
He's harassing. He's harassing the members of MDH. But again, the First Lord is up now. It's very critical situation, especially for MDH.
Nart looking for the play, gets Prince Fran right there, but there's no follow-up, as that's the real world inflation that actually locks them down. Need my help with no cult altar. Gonna be gunned down. That's the damage coming through, and is gonna fall for the second time in this game to Joel Crew, who's absolutely massive right now. MDH, how do they contest for the turtle or the Lord now?
Honestly, I kind of feel like they gotta slow things down a little bit because they've been, okay, even in the fight where they're all clumped up together, somehow MVG forces MDH to go left and right, never together. So far, we've seen MVG controlling the movement of MVH. You guys have to split up, and when they do split up, it's usually the damage dealers all alone, making it so that they're very vulnerable to any kind of damage coming in from MVG. So right now, MVG, they're telling MDH, you go left, you go right. I'm shot calling for you.
I mean, you're right, MDH, they need to pick their battles here. They do not want to get driven by the side of MVG. MVG now, with the Lord push, has established a 3,000 gold lead. But take a look at this, another purple invade perhaps.
Nart, again, in the midst of it all, gonna be actually melted down there. That's Joel Crew dealing so much. The call altar just to save him as Joga gets out. Doesn't get the purple buff, however. It's still Prince Fran who wins out that retry battle. And it is getting from bad to worse from MDH, with Malvinas completely controlling the map and even claiming MDH's jungle.
Yeah, right now, honestly, man, I gotta say, this is just the second game of the day where we can see the strength of Carry as well as Blue. MVG, they're sticking to their guns. They're actually trying to get one of the turrets here, but it looks like a very good defense coming in from MDH. But no, never mind. The King got caught, and the King is taking so much damage, but he still survives.
What is that damage, my guy? Oh my goodness, Joel Crew is an absolute monster on the carry right now.
You can see here MDH already executing the split push potential that they have, because take a look at the items, take a look at the gold here. Carry 8,000
No
gold.
golden staff yet.
No golden staff
No
yet.
golden staff
Exactly.
yet. So this is crazy.
Explain.
Okay, here's the thing, right? It looks like in terms of the players, there's two ways that you want to go with your build. Number one, quickly get your Corrosion Scythe, your Demon Hunter Sword, as well as your Golden Staff. But if you want to play a little bit more disciplined, you delay the Golden Staff just a little bit so that you get your Wind of Nature first, making it so that even if you do get engaged on, you can survive if your tank or your roamer is not there to protect you. So it looks like in this game, Malvinas Gaming, they just do not want to lose their advantage that they've already piled up against MVH. So going for the safe pick, that's good.
That's so unfortunate for Nar, man. He goes out to Harlot, but the kick did not go through all the way. Still on the back line with a blazing duet, dealing a whole lot of damage, but Joel Crew does more. Dragon now onto Hehe, who has the sprint. Hehe's running for the hills, gets out with a battle mirror image, and it's a 1-for-1. Nart for Harlot, which is technically worth it, but oh my god, okay.
We're good. Don't snitch. But there you go. He made it. But yeah, back to your point here, LaFell. A very intelligent item from the side of Joku. He doesn't want to. He knows he's dominated. He's
He has enough
dominating
damage.
everything, but he has enough damage, so let's be more respectful. But now, the Lord is up. This is Enhanced Lord, so MDH, they need to figure something out.
I kind of feel like if Joga can get a way to get onto Jokru, that's great. But we can see that Gennard has been trying and trying and trying, and every single time he tries, he dies. It's not a good situation to be in. And hey, just got down by Dragon.
Oh,
What did you do, Dragon?
Dragon, look at him, look at him. He just walks up menacingly and more people have to back off.
Dragon is just dragging everyone all around.
Oh my, look at him, look at him. He's just walking with swag, man.
He looks like he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He dragged Hehe from the mid lane all the way back to the base.
Oh, he doesn't care, man.
He doesn't care. It's a good mindset to be in when you don't have to care.
This is why you ban glue. I feel like in this match, in this current tournament, if you're the first pick, you should fire glue, and if you're the second pick, you just ban that glue out. Let's see here, the offense and defense for both teams seems like MVG. With this goal established already, they might take 2 base turns if they're lucky. If MDH screws up, let's see.
The King now jumping with the bravest fighter. Oh
What?
my goodness, the cold altar isn't enough. He flickers out just to die towards Jokru. Oh my god, does he have golden staff? Please tell me he has golden staff now, right?
Yeah.
Mirko, Gani, answer this riddle.
Lavelle.
What are you gonna do against someone that doesn't die and someone that does too much damage?
You run.
You run. Thank you very much. I do agree. You run.
That's okay. That's good riddle.
It's a logical answer.
That's a logical answer.
Yeah.
Exactly. But let's
It's not
see.
the answer I'm looking for, but it's logical.
Okay. What's the answer you're looking for?
I'm looking for an engage by MVG.
And they are doing it right now. Need my help. Gonna be taken down. Nart now still trying to zone the other members away. Jumps in with the G Kundo, but is not gonna be able to find a way to Dragon as the King jumps in with the bravest fighter. But again, it's just a cult altar defensively. There's no counterplay right now towards what Malvinas are doing. They're even just walking into turret range of the base turret, dishing out some damage, sieging it down with no minion waves. They are absolutely controlling this game.
Looking bleak for MDH. They are now behind 6,000 gold. Oh my god, another engage.
Again, Dragon here, he just jumps in and he is going to be able to zone Hehe away with a nature pop, but that's the magic damage coming through. Jokru, free hitting on the back, getting the double. The King, who has the damage reduction, will not be able to survive this. That's the mid base turret taken out without a minion. A single minion wasn't necessary for Malvinas. It's a triple kill over to Jokru. Joga, I need my help now, trying desperately to save the game. Dragon still able to jump in with a slam. Jokru targeting the base, and it's going to be Malvinas Gaming who tops their group for now. 1-0 up against MDH.
The runner-ups from Latin America managed to squeak the win here in our second match of the opening day. Congratulations, but my god, what an execution by
People have to back off.
Dragon is just dragging everyone all around.
Oh my, look at him. Look at him. He's just walking with swag, man.